Hey guys, I'm a little late with my second video, but I'm really glad to talk to all of you guys again. So I welcome you. And almost a year and a half earlier, I promised myself that I would make a conscious effort every day to be a better version of myself and encourage others to be the same. I promised myself that I will try to find out those ideologies or those courses of action that takes a person or an organization from being good to great. And words like passion or purpose may seem very vague and idealistic, but it is truly about those small conscious decisions that you take every single day and in every single moment that changes your attitude, your response to events around you, and develops a winning mindset. I'm very excited about who I'm going to talk about today. He is, you can say, an unshakable optimist, a business coach, according to his profession, and a revered author of a concept and a book called Start with Why. And he has also been one of my early motivations, a guy named Simon Sinek. And this video is all about incidents. Five short incidents that are going to illustrate five ideologies that Simon has and how it can help you devise a winning mindset. And by the time I'm done, I'll prove that it's not about talent, it's not about luck, it's just about your character and an invincible effort that you don't want to give up. So stay tuned with me, and now I'm going to transition into Sinek's shoes because I'm going to speak to you the way he does. So just hold on now. Okay. Okay, I'm done. So let's get started. So we start from New York, okay? And this is a small story. I was with a friend of mine and we were running around Central Park, and the Roadrunners Association there, they hold races on the weekends, and there is always some free food, apples or bagels or something. So I told my friend, "Hey man, see, there are free bagels. Let's get them." So there was this long line, and he said, "No man, the line's too long." And I said, "Free bagels." And he said that, "No, we'll have to wait for a long time to get one." So I said, "Okay, I'm going on." I went in, scooched between two people, and got two bagels for me and my friend. I didn't get the one that I wanted, but I still got one. So that day, I learned something about the world. There are two kinds of people: one who look at what they want, and one who look at the things that prevent them from getting the things that they want. So the point is, you can break the rules. You don't have to wait in line, and you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. Do it your way. As long as you're not preventing others from getting what they want, no one cares. Do it the way you want to do. Break the rules and get what you want. The second is about taking accountability. And this is one of my favorite incidents. It's from the 18th century. So in 18th century, there was this deadly epidemic that spread across a large part of Europe and America called the puerperal fever, or the Black Death of childbed. That would happen to women all across Europe and America. What would happen is that women would give birth and then they would die within 48 hours. The epidemic was having so much spread, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse, killing as high as 70% of the women in hospitals. But 18th century was also the time of great medical invention, and men of science said that, oh, we're going to find a cure to this. So doctors would actually uh, conduct autopsies at night. They would be up all night conducting autopsies on women and trying to find a cure to this deadly epidemic. And in the morning and in the evening, they would go and do childbirths. But the situation just kept getting worse unless one person called Oliver Wendell Holmes realized that the doctors who were conducting autopsies at night, they were not washing their hands. And he confronted them and he said, "Guys, you are the problem." And no one believed him. Everyone called him crazy and outcasted him from the medical community for 30 years, unless someone came up and said that that was the actual problem. And when doctors started sterilizing their equipments, flash, in a bam, puerperal fever was gone. So, guys, you have to understand that sometimes you are the problem. Sometimes we are holding us back from the success that we deserve. You can take all the credit for the things that you do right as long as you take accountability for when things go haywire. So, develop that attitude because that makes a great leader. The third is about pushing yourself. And I keep reiterating this point about outdoing yourself. Your biggest competition is you, and you may have heard that from a lot of people, but I'm going to tell you one specific example. So I've spoken at the Education Summit of Apple, and I've spoken for Microsoft as well. At an educational summit for Microsoft, 70% of the people for 70% of the time talk about how they can beat Apple. At an Apple summit, 100% of the people talk 100% of the time about how teachers can teach better and how students can learn better. One is playing finite, the other is playing infinite. So I received a gift from Microsoft. It was their new Zoom when Zoom was a thing, and it was one of the most elegant pieces of technology that I had ever seen. So I was sitting in the back of a taxi with a senior Apple executive, and I told them that, oh my god, this Zoom is terrific. It has one of the best touches that I've ever seen. It's so much better than your iPod. And I wanted to see what kind of response he has. The guy looked at me and he said, "Yes, Simon, I have no doubt." Conversation over. Because infinite players don't look towards outdoing their competition every day. They look towards making themselves better than what they were yesterday. That's what ensures success in the long run. You don't get fulfillment from comparison. You get fulfillment from advancement. So think about how can you yourself outdo yourself every single day, and that is what will make you a better person. That discipline that you ingrain from taking those conscious decisions every single day and every single moment are going to make you a better person, and you'll feel it. Let's go to the fourth one. It's one of my favorite ones, and a concept I feel that everyone should know, and it's about stacking the deck. So one day I was interviewing with a person, and he asked me, "Simon, you have never had a bad engagement. I mean, how is that possible? As a business coach, the chances of failure are so high, but you have never had a bad engagement." And that made me thinking that really, why haven't I had a bad engagement? The reason is that I always stack the deck. I always put upfront my value systems and the kind of ethics and the character specifications that I work with. You are at your best when you're working with the people who believe in what you believe. You're at your best when you're working with people who have similar value systems. So if I'm someone's 10th choice, I'd probably turn that down. But if I'm someone's first choice, they want me there, I'm likely to have a good engagement with them because they're supportive of me and things go well. So this is very important because a lot of people in life are stuck at the wrong place, and they're not at fault because they have taken decisions that have made them surrounded by people who do not understand what they want to achieve or do not understand their motivations. Always keep people around you who have similar value systems. Choose such environments, and you will feel that your worth is actually you are worthy of achieving what you want, and this will be a huge gain to your self-esteem. The last one is about what I'm known for. It's one of the world's simplest concepts, but something that is inherently very powerful. It's called understanding your why, or knowing your why. How do you explain situations and phenomena that defy all assumptions? Why is Apple so innovative? Years after years and decades after decades, they have been better than all of their competition combined. Why did Martin Luther King lead the civil rights movement? He wasn't the only man who suffered from a pre-civil rights America, and he was not the only great orator present. And why were the Wright brothers able to figure out controlled man flights while there were much better off teams who were technologically and financially better off than the Wright brothers? As it turns out, there is a pattern. All the great organizations and the world leaders think, act, and communicate in the exact same way, and it is the opposite of everyone else. I'm not going to talk about this concept which I call the golden circle in this video, but if you are intrigued by it, then the description is below, and you can check it out. And I am going to actually make a different video to explain the concept of golden circle, which is absolutely amazing and powerful, and something that would blow your mind in in my perspective. So today I gave my 5 key takeaways from Simon's life and ideology. How does it help? It helps only when you put it into action. As I said, it's about those small changes in attitude, those small changes in the everyday decisions that you take, keeping in mind these ideologies, and you want to develop them in the long run. Keep believing in yourself. Wherever and whoever you are, you have ultimate self-esteem, and you can do anything you want. I believe in that. You have also got to believe in that. If you want to talk to me, hit me up on mail or phone, whatever suits you. Please like and subscribe this video. I'll keep making more videos, and I'm going to take care of your daily dose of motivation. So count on me for that. And guys, see you on the brighter side.